It's the Friday MCN show. We got things to talk about. Let's just get into it. Yeah. Yo, what is up, everybody?
Oh, you really got those batteries in there, didn't you?
Shoving the batteries in. Yes. Quality Friday. Jokes and things.
Faster. Ugh.
Yeah, we're going to have a bit of fun here on a Friday. There's not much going on in the community. We're kind of in a lull time between his new announcements of stuff. But there's still some things we need to kind of like cover, talk about and things like that. Hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on, all that particular lovely stuff. First thing I want to talk about is revives and health potions within Cavalier and Thronebreaker difficulty. I think in particular Thronebreaker difficulty. If you remember back along, Kabam decided to put in Cavalier difficulty revives, but also level 3 health potions into Cavalier difficulty. And we thought like, okay, well that's pretty cool that they're doing that. But when you're looking at something like Thronebreaker difficulty, which is a jump up in the difficulty level, you kind of think, well, isn't this the time to put in stuff like level 2 revives and level 4 health potions, maybe even level 5 health potions would be a bit of a stretch. But let's meet Kabam in the middle here. They'll be like, well, we're not putting in level 5. We kind of feel like that's a bit too much. Okay, put in level 4s. You throw them around like anything when it comes to 22-hour events. And also you throw them around when it comes to Paragon daily crystals. Paragon 4-hour crystals, to be exact. To be absolutely correct right there. So, yeah, I think that's definitely a good kind of like shout that we should see those things in future Thronebreaker difficulties. And as well, it would be nice to see, well, I mean, I've only seen like one revive this month in Thronebreaker difficulty, so it would be nice to see like another revive, even though it was a level 1 revive. It still would be nice to see much more of them on some of the various different paths. But definitely the health potion side of things, come on, level 4 within Thronebreaker difficulty would be absolutely corking. What? Next up, and if you wanted an update on that Hercules situation of a couple of days ago, he is now fixed. So Kabam saw that there was a problem and he fixed it. Funny enough, actually, I believe this was fixed within hours of the video being posted. I'm not saying I didn't have any effect on it, by the way, but it was something that Kabam had been alerted to at the later point of January 24th, and they had fixed in January 25th. So well done to Kabam actually on that. I'm not being sarcastic. I mean, like, generally well done in kind of that level of pace to get it fixed in a quick manner. Because a lot of the time it's with these particular things, they go on and on and on. Like the Battlegrounds bug that goes on and on and on. And other stuff that goes on and on and on. Yeah, so there's some bugs that still aren't being fixed and recognised. I'll give you a good example of something. So we've ended that, the Hercules story. Let's go to the next story where a bug has not been fixed. And it's Vision. Vision Age of Ultron is a little bit broken. I don't use Vision Age of Ultron. I was actually going to check whether or not I have one. I think I've picked up one at a 5-star level, but I don't necessarily use it. Actually, no, I picked up one at 6-star level, and I don't actually kind of use that particular champion. But Vision Age of Ultron has a little bit of something broke with it, mainly with his signature ability. What, pray tell, be that? Well, as per his signature ability, special attacks have 100% chance to disrupt the target, taking 27.99% of their power as your own. Very handy for power control. Options are kind of plays into SP1s and SP2s, depending if you're, how you choose to play with your vision. Both visions don't do anything more than power control, but definitely have that kind of like fun rotation of a strong power control option, and especially being a tier option for you. But there is a problem. Okay, as player says on January 25th, Vision of Age of Ultron don't steal energy. Kabam, why you fixed APOC and H-Torch but didn't repair Vision? I assume this is how this particular player speaks. And Kabam the Beard says the team has a fix for him and it's in the works, should be ready for the 38.0 update for people that use that particular champion, and people do be using him in certain particular areas. Someone says that will Doom's power still? What? I thought, I mean, I've been using my Doom's power still. Someone's saying that Doom's power still doesn't work. What? Oh, no. I'm now questioning all bounds of logic. He works, doesn't he? I'm pretty certain I used him the other day, or like yesterday, like to power control. Oh, You know when sometimes like the game and kind of like the people around it just kind of make you kind of question all logic and function. And even your own sanity, it seems. I'm pretty certain he's fine. He's fine, isn't he? Better be fine. Otherwise, there'll be trouble. And now let's go on to, was the Summoner Choice 2023 rigged? I say it with a little bit of a laugh because it's getting a little bit silly now that I think there's a lot of people that aren't willing to accept the final two. If you remember rightly, back with the Twitter retweeting wildcard, then you'll know that there was a very strong showcase of certain champions and characters. I'm saying this very slowly because I need people to understand that really are kind of pointing out this being rigged. If you saw very early on, back on the 13th of January, when we first had this kind of like wildcard vote that guaranteed a particular champion to go through into the round 2, automatically into round 2, things should have pinpointed to you that this voting system might have gone a certain way. As you can see right here, Bullseye, 270 retweets. Gladiator, 248 retweets. White Tiger, 465 retweets, right? And that's just how things have really kind of like gone from that particular starting point. It's been in the past that how popularity in a vote on the forums or on Reddit has gone, it's gone like, okay, well, one particular character has outweighed others and hasn't got to the final, the final winning post, the final winning stages. It does very much seem that this is a very hard-fought kind of battle, but it seems like popularity has kind of swayed through the start, right the way through to what will be the finish, very much for White Tiger. Now, depending on where you stand, I mean, look, for me personally, I like and resonate more with the character of Gladiator. I feel that it's kind of placed within story structure. Within the contest, it would be great, and out of it is also very good. The character is very powerful, and also has some very kind of like cool things when it comes to confidence and how you can attribute that with mental health and stuff like that. So there's a lot of likable edges to it. White Tiger, on the other hand, is still pretty cool. It has kind of like powers associated with an amulet, and as well, Kabam have pitched a pretty good kind of ability for this particular character, where she's able to do, to be honest, it's like power control champion, and similar to Tigra. She won't be exactly like that, but I feel that that'll be the motion. Maybe not so much. Maybe Kabam will kind of go like, we must make sure that we don't make anything like Tigra, and that may be the kind of like the way we go with it. But it was very weird to kind of like see a lot of people coming up with takes of, looking at this situation as being like, oh, this is a rigged competition, especially because of the popularity of Bullseye initially with all of this this stuff. And how the voting has kind of gone. Like if Bullseye had 270 retweets, and that is great, but then you have to like understand that there may be other people that would not go out to Twitter to vote, and also, wouldn't go, would be more kind of comfortable voting in game. And that's just the thing. There could be like hundreds of thousands of players of Marvel Contest of Champions, but the thing is, how people interact with the game, there's some people that have no interest in the forums, no interest on YouTube videos, no interest on Twitter. Like, they just don't get involved with that stuff. They just happily get on and play the game because they've got lives. I don't want to say I don't have a life, or we don't have lives, but like it's a case that they maybe like they might play and then kind of go and work, or they'll play and then kind of deal with the kids, go do homework, go and kind of like, I don't know, have a social life with people and stuff. Like, that's just basically it. There will be people that won't get involved with Reddit as well. There are people out there, and it's the unknown. We don't really know against that unknown. The reason I'm sort of mentioning this again is that we still see these things come up about like the voting side of things is rigged. And that's just the thing. Like, people said exactly the same thing about Quicksilver. Did people complain about Quicksilver? No. It just like it's going to be the same. Each and every time there's a Summoner Choice vote, I suspect we'll see stuff like this where, people will say like, oh, the voting is rigged in some sort of way. So I'll see you all in the Summoner Choice 2024 vote. when players say that Hellstrom has been rigged, or it's been rigged that Hellstrom is going to win that particular competition. It would be funny if that actually happened, and I've predicted the future. So, yeah. And now we enter RichTheMan's fun zone. That sounds weird, but I kind of like, I didn't really know what, there's not much going on in the community at the moment. It's kind of like, there's not much being answered to. Kabam is still being silent on a few things. So yeah, I wanted to do like I saw this thread, which funny enough and annoyingly has been taken down. Yes, discussion not found. It has been taken down. Basically, somebody was attacking somebody for using a certain champion and saying they were hacking. And the example that I was gonna like say like, you know, okay, well this is basically to showcase that it's not an exploit, it's not a hack. It's actually you can do the same as if you don't know, in with the current meta in Battlegrounds, utilizing a Namor against like using the reflective damage against a champion like Colossus is a great counter, and I used that the other day. Funny enough, I set up an all 5-star deck because I was just getting some stupid matchups, and that didn't work, by the way. I'm never going to drop down a 5-star entirely in my deck. But I did find that Namor was a very good champion, especially because he was able to slay quite easily, reflect back a lot of damage that he would get from the particular node interaction. So I thought that was really cool, and I thought it would be interesting to share because somebody was called out on the forums about being a hacker, but it was like, well, it's not. It's just good interaction. It's good business. It's good meta kind of interaction. So I just thought that was a little fun thing to share. I've got one other thing, and we'll do a little bit of Art Corner. So we start off with Ben Hay. So this is over on the Discord. So Ben Hay puts together a Venom with Copics, and just look at that. I honestly love this because it's similar to what somebody, if you follow the channel, Colin has a beard. Colin has a beard. Also has a Twitter, and puts together a Spider Punk. I'm not going to say it. I know people want me to say it, but apparently people were unhappy with me continually say it. So, you know. But yeah, Colin does this. Oh, man. It's amazing to see this artwork within the community. It's another one from Colin. I think he did one where it was like, is that meant to be Karate Mike or something? I know it's meant to be Hercules, but I don't know if this is meant to be like, it's the Karate Mike version of Hercules with the Thanos in the background there. From EOP, man. And then we also got a White Tiger. You see, this thing, a lot of people are interested in White Tiger. Is this your champion behind Gladiator, and with White Tiger doing I don't know, ready to pounce like a tiger? Rawr. I've just seen this by Billy, so shout out to Billy D. Look at this. It's me kind of like it. Let's put like a track, like a Venom Pool and Kingpin running. It's me doing my exercises to all this. It is annoying, this bug with Battlegrounds. Not being addressed still. Nothing. Quiet. Zip. Nothing. Kabam hasn't done a thing. Weird, innit? And there we go. That has been it. That has been the Friday show. I hope you enjoyed it. A bit different, but there's not really much going on. Thank you very much to those that support the channel as a YouTube member and as a Patreon. You're on screen right now. I thank you and much love to you. Also, those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. We did a live stream last night. I'll be live streaming tonight over on Twitchamondo after I've gone out for a little bit of a fish and chip dinner. Yes, very nice. But in any case, thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content, or chalk out some other content if you like chocolate. If you don't like chocolate, well, we can't be friends. No, we can be friends. I don't know, have some kind of other confectionery-based device. In any case, bye.